Hello and welcome, my name is iwanPlays and I am here to announce the upcoming Ravenfield-map-making contest. It is organized by Constanier, a map-maker from the Ravenfield community, and will take place in December. Mid-December, that is. It will start on December 15th, which is a Friday, and it will end 72 hours later on the 18th. Technically on the 18th. It will kind of really end on the 17th, which is a Sunday, so it is a weekend map-making contest from Friday till Sunday, but depending on your time zone it will overlap a little. Incidentally, I just finished making a huge Ravenfield map-making tutorial. If you're interested in participating or making maps for other purposes, check it out. It is nearly 1.5 hours long, but it will help you get started. At any point you can just drop out, or if you are looking for specific things, you can use the, I think, around 30 or 50 timeline links I have in the description of that video to find solutions for specific issues, for specific tasks like pathfinding, boats landing on the wrong side of the island, AI walking through walls, stuff like that. It is a complete tutorial that will help you make a map for Ravenfield. The theme will be announced at the start of the contest. To participate you only need the free Unity engine, which does take a little bit of space, but compared to, for example, Unreal Engine, it's tiny. It is a very community-focused contest. Only one person can make a map, but has to provide some kind of proof of that they are actually working on it during the time frame, that they didn't create it beforehand. So your best bet is to join the Discord and post screenshots daily of your progress, especially at the beginning, first few steps, so people can see, oh, these are the first few steps. At the end they will see your end result and see, oh, it makes total sense that from there, somehow they went there. Only one person per map, no teams, and you have to make your own assets, or you can use models found on the Discord server of that contest or on the official Discord server of Ravenfield. It's basically a chat. It's a modern version of IRC. The maps will be judged on originality, content, quality and fun factor, which are great words. Basically idea execution, actual gameplay. And I'm not sure what's the difference between content and map quality. Is content quantity? And the community will also have a poll or something for their favorite maps. The prizes are nothing huge, it's a community contest, you can win some cash for Steam. And it will be more fun if more people join, so make sure to share this one. The link to the Discord server, you will find it in the description. There is a countdown timer, you can find a link to that as well. If you have any questions about the contest, feel free to write a comment below this video. You can also just go to their Discord and ask there if you want to do that. In any case, I think art contests are great, content creation contests are great. I'm still very happy that fan art was part of the Steam Key giveaway I did a while ago. Hey, by the way, I just wanted to show you how I browse the Steam Workshop for Ravenfield. Cool thumbnail. Okay, good, but I don't want to check out this kind of stuff right now. Okay, it looks a bit boring. Okay, I'll try it out. Okay, this map looks a bit too bland. You gotta use some other lighting settings so this bland grass is going away. Okay, this looks like a Unity asset pack. Import. This has really ugly grass. What? With music? No, thank you. This is very basic. No, thanks. This is a stupid thumbnail. No thumbnail. Stupid thumbnail. Nope. Bad grass. Nope, definitely not. Okay, not going for this kind of weaponry right now. Looks a bit too basic. But no thumbnail. Rather boring gun. I don't know. These don't sound so interesting. This is interesting sounding. No thumbnail. I think I tried earlier versions. Water is really not for me. No thumbnail, screw that. No thumbnail, a bit too colorful. What? Okay, no aliens for me right now. This looks nice. This might be too huge, but looks nice. Okay, we got Sword and Bailey. Looks too cartoony, no thumbnail. Alright, I guess it's so stupid I gotta try, at least we have a thumbnail. Highland Open Warfare, is that the same thing? Wait, what? Okay. It's probably gonna break. No thumbnail, yeah, I gotta try that one out, but later. No. Yes. No. What? No. No? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, not going for Star Wars right now, no thumbnail, doesn't look interesting, yep, interesting sounding. Sweeper. Okay. This one I think I tried was a bit too loud. This is not interesting. What? What? How? What? Nah. Okay, and I think that's it for now. This one was partially broken. This one looks nice. Alright, that's it. Basically, if you don't have a thumbnail, you're gonna be ignored super extreme. So for the benefit of a map contest, I would like to take a look at some maps from the workshop and just talk about how they were made and what makes them interesting, special, or which mistakes should be avoided. The map that I've been playing throughout this video is called Compound, and it is very small. It has 5 checkpoints, capture points. It uses a lot of boxes and just a tiny bit of terrain deformation. Now, one thing that is smart about this map is that the internal blocks of Unity are used to create most of these shapes, which is fine. I mean, you can see gaps like over here, but it's not that bad. I think the creator didn't recreate each heap of boxes, but copied them all over the place, which I think is a good idea. A very smart and economic way to do things. Probably the same with these two buildings that appear to be identical, although they have a small difference. Copying and making modifications later definitely is a good thing to do. For example, this wall is partially missing on this building. The very, very good thing about using these basic blocks of Unity is that no textures were used, instead materials of a color were used. This way scaling does not create ugly artifacts. A very good idea, very good. The map is mostly completely flat, with the exception of this area. It seems more of an experiment, like these trenches are nearly deadly. You can get out, but they seem a bit strange. The hand-painted terrain texture doesn't look that good here. One could have used the automatic feature of the Ravenfield toolkit, although it could take a little while to figure out how to configure it to adhere to this height level. What makes this map very playable actually is the huge amount of obstacles in the midst of it. And this part here is unnecessary, not playable, but it gives the whole complex a nice little touch. Again, this is one of the very much smaller maps I've seen so far, which at the same time remain playable. Another very small but basic but good looking map is Paintball. Only now I realize there are some glitches with these pyramids. But the basic look just fits to the theme, and also it fits the small size of a map. Very important, of course, is that there is a huge obstacle directly between the flags, directly between the spawn positions, and a lot of obstacles all around the place. Obstacles, 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 I say. The terrain has not been touched at all here, and there are huge walls around, which is rare but good. We have an ugly texture stretching on the side, but that's not so important. Not sure if these planes were supposed to be white, but the map just works. For small matches, that is. Now, Hoth relies heavily on custom meshes, as you can see. This is a very themed map, of course. But also terrain plays a big role here. Very important for this map was finding the right snow texture. I remember the first one was kind of unplayable. When importing a lot of meshes, one important thing is not to overdo it, in my opinion. Considering the theme of the inspiration for this map, that was actually not that hard. It is based on a scene in a film, but the map maker decided to make this completely non-canon. You can fly off a Star Destroyer, for example, and did focus on the battle itself rather than trying to focus on what the film focused on, which would be behind this gate. Here we are on Devil's Peak, a map in which one team already has dominance over many checkpoints. This is popular with some players, not all, but it is a linear map, so the game mode does make sense. I would say that this map, considering Ravenfield's hardware requirements, pushes it slightly over the edge with the trees. I think it is the trees that cause the lag in this area. So this would be an example of overusing some meshes, I'm afraid. Or maybe not using level of detail appropriately, which can be tricky. That can be a whole new thing. Less is more. Just take a look at how many trees are used on Steel Raven's official maps, in particular Archipelago and Island. Alright, let's count starting at the windmill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20... Nope, 19. It was 19 trees. 19 trees. Okay, and here we are on archipelago and actually palm trees. I didn't realize. The important thing is that if you move forward, you will see that they change. The level of detail changes. They switch to billboard versions of themselves as you move away. Definitely a performance saver. So I am not going to count them, but apparently it is possible to have that many trees if you do take care of level of detail. Here we are on Forsaken Sands. Quite a huge map. Maybe too huge. It loads rather slowly. I'm not sure what's up with that. What would be important for you is to test your maps, to actually play them, test them, how long it takes them to open them. Maybe the map maker forgot to include the nav mesh. Or maybe the collision boxes, collision meshes for these tents are too detailed. I wouldn't really know. There are definitely issues with vehicle pathfinding here, unfortunately. And the map in general seems a bit too open and a bit too big, or not having enough vehicles. There are quite a lot of them, but they appear to all get stuck right now. Sometimes fixing means just moving the spawn of a vehicle a little. Well, you know, I am using beta branch, maybe it's just bugs. But this right here is a problem for this map, trying to cross the desert. I don't think so. I would recommend more and higher dunes, I think. More, split the map up some more, make it less open, even less open. Here we are on Dogfight Heli Wars, a map specifically made for air combat, specifically for helicopters. So the layout, as long as it somehow looks fitting, doesn't really matter, and it looks fitting. However, it would have been nice to have at least mountains in the background, perhaps. The texture tool could have taken care of the textures a little bit better, possibly. And I'm afraid the grass texture and the sand textures are just very not good. And the sky could be improved a little bit. Aside from that, I'm not sure if that's a problem, but it might have helped to move the movement path for land units above water. But yeah, I think the bland grass is a problem. However, gameplay-wise, it's unique, and base-wise, it's a well-designed map, I would say. So these were just some opinions I have about some maps. Maybe this will help you analyze your own map during that contest. So I look forward to seeing many people participate and seeing their work. And then there'll be a huge batch of new maps right around before New Year's. Well, there are still many videos coming before that. I will see you there. Until then, ciao!